Battling Brain Cancer blog and the hashtag Get Doula on Ellen charity effort updates for the week. And in fact, this is going to be for 2 weeks because next week I'm happy to say that not only do we start teaching at ETSU, meaning I get to do what I love, teach intro psych in here with 320 students, tell them about some stuff that I think is incredibly important, things that have helped change my life that I hope that ultimately they can use to maybe change their own lives in a positive fashion. But also next week, I will get to help open the new ETSU Stadium and pep rally by having my band, Chris Dula and Friends, play on Friday night, the night before our first home game with the football team there on Saturday. But on Saturday, I won't be able to make the football game because I'm going to be on Studio One, WETS 89.5 FM here locally in the Tri-Cities area with Dave Carter as the host and Mike Strickland as the sound engineer, playing with my good friends a great deal of music that's very meaningful to me personally, and hopefully it's something other people will tune into and check out and enjoy themselves. But then after that, we're going over to the Willow Tree Coffee House and Music Room downtown Johnson City, and there's a book signing. The book, of course, is what the whole Get Doula on Ellen effort's about. It's right here, Experiments in Life by Stephen Sage. And it's a book I wrote well before having discovered that I had brain cancer. And the book was always intended to be a charity effort, that I was going to give 50% or more of anything I made off of it to charities of my choice. And since the whole opening up of this brain cancer issue and the public attempt to get on Ellen, basically just to broaden the reach of the marketing of this book, I've decided to give 75% of all money that I make after taxes, all money that I personally net from the sale of this book, I'm going to give to worthy charities of my choice. And so if we can make it to the national platform on Ellen, that would be awesome. But if not, we've certainly reached a lot of people at this point and have sold more copies and thus can give away more money than I would have otherwise. So the Willow Tree Coffee House and Music Room is run by Terry Dosher Butler, an awesome human being who reached out to me before any of this stuff about brain cancer was known and asked if I would like to have a book signing there. And she basically gave me a Saturday night to hold a book signing when she could have held a event that could have made them money, because this is a free event. If you want to come down, or if you can come down, feel free to come down. If you've already bought a book, I'll sign it. We can say hey to each other, take a photo if you want. I mean, I'm nobody special, but I got a book, and you're welcome to come get it signed if you bought one. I appreciate that. And you know that whatever money I made from the book that you bought, 75% of whatever I get is going to charity. And if you don't have a book and you want one, I will have a few copies on hand, soft cover and hard copy, about 10 of each. So first come, first serve. It'll be the exact same price you would have paid online at Amazon. So $20 for soft cover and $30 for a hard copy. I didn't set those prices, the self-publishing company did. They're a little higher than I would have preferred, but hey, they are what they are, and so you're not going to get a better deal than somebody that's already bought one, but you're certainly not going to get a worse deal than somebody that's already bought one. And if you go online to Amazon.com, you'll see there are 26 reviews now of my book. And again, it seems to be a really good read, and that's important to me because I didn't know that it was going to be a good read. I did all I could to make it a good read. I wrote it colloquially, conversationally. It's about my life, which has been a fairly wild ride, from life of privilege as a child to becoming a juvenile delinquent, a young adult alcoholic, and then ultimately turning my life around, quitting alcohol, and who knew I could become a professor, but I did. And the way I look at it is, if I can go from where I've been to where I am, anybody can do the same. And that's the inspirational part, I hope, but also it should just be a fun read, and all the reviews thus far are very positive. And again, I don't think that's just people patting me on the head trying to be nice to me, because if they didn't like it, they wouldn't have had to write anything. But I did ask people to be very honest with the reviews, if they would, and if you would, if you buy the book and you read it, just post what you think about it. You don't have to like it, but apparently those who have written reviews do in fact like it. There's 96% or 25 out of 26 5-star ratings and 1 4-star rating, and they all have paragraphs of material to back it up. It wasn't just clicking buttons. They had something to say about it. So again, if you buy the book, there's going to be a charity component to that, and a very substantial one in terms of what I get. I can't get the self-publishing company, obviously, to donate their money. But anyway, thank you so much for checking in on me. But this is now moving into the brain cancer update, which is to tell you that the 42-day period of my initial treatment phase ended. Yesterday was my last photon torpedo radiation therapy targeting those cancer cells in my brain. And tomorrow, Sunday, will be my last chemotherapy session. I take chemotherapy every night. I've been doing the photon radiation therapy every weekday for the last 42 days. And so I'll be taking a break. I'll be getting an MRI on September 6th, and then I'll be going to Duke to confer with a leading researcher there, who will also take a look at my films and just see what they think. And we'll see where we are. And it would be nice if it was gone, but they don't expect it to be. They say you can do a lot of damage to a cell and still not kill it. It may take some time before it's reduced and eliminated. But if it isn't gone, we'll do what we have to do when we have to do it again. Everything I can do, I'm going to do to try and cure this thing. And no matter what, I'm living every day with more gratitude, more positivity, more sense of purpose, and a greater sense of seize the moment, seize the day, carpe diem, y'all. Thank you very much for paying attention, and anything that you're doing to help with the hashtag Get Dula on Ellen effort, or any positive thing you're doing in life in general, it's greatly appreciated by people such as myself. Have a good and peace and love.